Bayek of Siwa, the protagonist of Assassin's Creed Origins and one of the most tragic protagonists in the franchise. Bayek first appeared in Assassin's Creed Origins, and since then he became my personal favorite assassin next to Altair and Ezio. There are a lot of reasons why he is my favorite protagonist after Altair and Ezio, and I would like to share with you guys in another video. But in this video, I'll share with you my thoughts on why Bayek deserves a sequel. We know that Bayek formed the first ever assassin brotherhood in Egypt, and he had the most potential to be the next face of the Assassin's Creed franchise. If Ubisoft treated Bayek as they treated Ezio, then he would have been my favorite protagonist in the whole franchise, because with just one game, he managed to make a lot of fans. Now, the reason why Bayek needs a second game is because of his story. Ubisoft had the perfect chance to give Bayek his own trilogy because the first game, Assassin's Creed Origins, was Bayek's start as the founder of the Brotherhood. We know in this game that Bayek was a tragic character. His son died tragically by his own hands, whether it was an accident, but technically it still counts that he killed his own son. And if we look at this thing alone, this thing makes Bayek a pretty tragic and dark character. Bayek isn't like Ezio, Altair, or any other protagonist in the franchise. He has his own skills, his own traits, his own personality, which makes him different from all the other protagonists in the franchise. His personality and even his way of thinking is just unique. I fell in love with this character after playing the game. There were a lot of sections in Assassin's Creed Origins where we see Bayek in his full potential. We see that his character arc has the potential to be the next best character of the franchise. Not to mention that the voice actor who played Bayek also did his best to deliver the emotions that Bayek was feeling throughout the game. You can feel the emotions through Bayek's voice, and for that I really appreciate the actor. Now, this is just Bayek's character. His story is still incomplete. In the end of the Hidden Ones DLC, we know that the Brotherhood is still in its early stages. There are a lot of things that are still to be added in the Brotherhood. They were called Hidden Ones at the time, and the tenets of the creed weren't created until the Hidden Ones DLC. If you guys have played the Hidden Ones DLC, then you'll probably know what I'm talking about. In the Hidden Ones DLC, we know that how the other Hidden Ones respected Bayek as their mentor, and Bayek himself didn't like that he was being called a mentor. He just treated himself as any other Hidden One. He treated himself as equal. Now, this thing alone makes him one of the best characters in the whole franchise. I'm not a fanboy of Bayek or nothing else, but I really love his character, his personality, and this makes me think that Bayek needs his own sequel because we never know what became of him after the events of the Hidden Ones DLC. Because at the end of the Hidden Ones DLC, Bayek said that he will go to Rome, and many people were saying that the next game will indeed take place in Rome, but sadly it never happened. I would have loved to see Bayek in action in ancient Rome and doing assassinations, training other assassins using the same feature that was present in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. There were a lot of things that Ubisoft could have tried. But instead they tried to make another game centered around ancient Greece, and it was none other than Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Assassin's Creed Odyssey was great in its own place, but it didn't compare to Assassin's Creed Origins. It wasn't just the same level as Origins. The reason why Origins was praised was because of its story and its character, and Odyssey lacked both. Although many people are now appreciating Assassin's Creed Odyssey for its gameplay and for its connections to the lore, but still when Odyssey was released, many people were hating it, and some people are still hating it. I have no problem with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It's a great game, it's a great RPG game, but it's not the best Assassin's Creed game. Not anywhere near the level of Origins. Now imagine for a second that you got another game centered around Bayek as the mentor in ancient Rome, operating and training other assassins. Can you imagine how cool it would have been to see Bayek train other assassins and raise them to the ranks of the master assassin just like Ezio did, and the formation of the ranking system in the Brotherhood? Like, how cool it would have been if we saw that stuff in the game. And this was the perfect opportunity to make both male and female centered characters, because Aya wasn't forced. She was an essential part of Bayek's life. and they had an amazing opportunity to make a female and male character both work in the same game, which are canon as well. Because if you look at Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Assassin's Creed Odyssey, all they did was just exchange the models, exchange the voice actors, and you have your game with two different male and female characters. It just didn't work, because if you want to, you have to make a game with both characters canon in the story operating at the same time. And with this game, they had their opportunity, but sadly, they just let this opportunity go. They wasted this opportunity. They wasted the potential of Bayek. Another thing that I would like to share with you guys that makes me have another Bayek sequel is the fact that Bayek remained hidden until his death. Nobody, even in the Brotherhood, knew his real identity. Nobody knew that our mentor, our founder's real name is Bayek of Siwa. And this dude remained a hidden one till his death. And nobody even knew about his existence until Layla found his memories in a cavern of Egypt. Now, this feat alone makes him the best hidden one, even if he's not the best assassin, but he is the best hidden one in the whole franchise. I would really like to see Bayek finding other Isu sites, Bayek training other assassins, and how he formed the whole ranking system in the Brotherhood and how he spread the hidden ones throughout the world. There are a lot of things that they can do, and Bayek is the only protagonist that can technically revive the franchise right now, because he already has a strong base. He's already an amazing character. All they need to do is just improve his story in a sequel. And if they do that, then he would be the same level as Ezio. I really hope that you guys agreed with what I said, because Bayek is one of my favorite characters in the franchise. If you guys also want Bayek to be in another game, then let me know in the comment section below. Also tell me which setting would be perfect if Bayek got another game. I'll see you guys in another interesting video. Till then, take care and goodbye.